Arla. Hey, Antonia. Hi, Birdie. Hey, Beth. How you doing? Hi, Brian. Rain like hell today. Beautiful. Nice, hard, heavy rain. Hey, Gayla. Thank you. Hey, Becca. Hey, Daisy. Got the Dazer. Good. Doing pretty well, yeah. Just got a little video on some planes. Can I come out here? Oh, it looks like somebody's having a big party out here. Needed this rain badly. These people are in my favorite spot, and they put a big tent out. That's my spot. Oh, they're having a big picnic. Ah, good for them. Having a nice big party. Oh, and they put a big tent right up where I take Daisy. Oh, good for them. What's this weirdo doing? Come on, freak, get out of here. Daisy out. Probably some guy out here banging his secretary. Hey, Rita. I'm gonna let Daisy run around as soon as this weirdo gets the hell out of my way. That's nice. People have a nice party over there. Beth, how you doing? Hey, Hills. A lot of that stuff goes on out here. That's the boss. That's the secretary. They're out in the back of his SUV. Daisy, ready to go out pee-pee, honey? Here we mons. Look how hairy Daisy is. She needs to get her hair cut. I'm gonna cut it when we get home, hon. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, hon. Yeah, honey. We'd go pee-pee. We go walkie bye-byes. Oh yeah, hon. The Daisy cam. Afternoon delight, yeah. You know, I sold some photos to a guy on eBay. And those are actually his neighbors. The people that had that hit song, Afternoon Delight. Lives out in Washington, D.C. It's the Daisy cam. Run, hon. Be free. Run. Be free, hon. Good girl. Be free, hon. Be free, hon. Run. She's going to look for that woodchuck she bit in the ass a week ago. She's got a hell of a memory, I'll tell you that. That's exactly what she's doing. Yeah, she's a good dog. That's why it's worth it coming out here. But I like it too. I say I bring Daisy out here. I like it too, to tell you the truth. Hey, how you doing, Psychosis? Hey, Sheila, where you been? I was thinking about you the other night. What, have you been working a lot of double shifts and stuff? The other night when she wouldn't come back, this is where she was, I guarantee it. I found her over here later, but I bet she was here the whole time. She's looking for that woodchuck, and that's exactly where his hole is, right there. Run free, hon! Run free! Yeah, isn't that the truth? Yeah, this park is like nothing, you know, extravagant. That's what I like about it. Nobody's ever here. All this grass cut. I've been coming to these since before they were parks. Love this place. I never thought I'd live long enough to get the senior discount. Here I am. No, this is a park. It's called Willow Park. It's in Huron Township, Michigan. Probably New Boston mailing address. It's just southwest of Detroit Metropolitan Airport. Love it here. Just the plainness of it. Hey, Penny. Yeah, it's just a plain nothing. Now, there's other parts of these parks that have pools and swings and basketball courts, but this is what I like. There's another one right across the street, Oakwoods. That's a nice park too. I had to go to Oakwoods next just to show it to you. It's nice too. See, somebody just put up a giant tent over there. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that. They put it up right where they pick up the kayaks and the canoes. I'm sure if the cop came by here, he'd say something. Maybe they'll just let it slide. Oh no, the storm kicked our ass for about an hour. It's beautiful. Actually, I went out and got some video. You know, you can see the vapor trails coming off the airplanes as they're landing. Not my greatest video. I was talking on the phone the whole time. And I'll go back there later today. But they really needed the rain. Detroit's got a lot of low spots. I'm sure it's flooded down there where I go back near Delray. Look at this beautiful tree. Yeah, this place is loaded with beautiful trees. A lot of beautiful birds flying around here. This looks like a cedar waxwing. Wish I had my big lens right now. I never get this close to them. Oh, they're titmouses. That's what they are. Titmouse. Hey, birds. I never get this close to them when they're out like in the perfect sun like this. Of course, I don't have my camera. Fly, birdie. You know, I haven't seen any turtles down around here. Good, Miss Daisy. How you doing? Hey, Frank. How's it going? Yeah, that's the name of them. Isn't that a weird name for a bird? They're having a good time today. Daisy's looking for the woodchuck. They're a flap and glide bird. Beat their wings, relax. Beat their wings, relax. It's called flap and glide. Yeah, this is like, you know, this isn't nice. It depends what you define as nice. I mean, where I live, it's sand bottoms, spring fed, cleaner lakes. So you have that crystal clear water like the Asabo where I go up and get that barbecue. This is mud bottoms flowing into muddy lakes like Lake Huron. It's just a different look. It's not quite as eye appealing, but it's still cool. Yeah, that's an actual description of flight. Did you know that, Beth? Flap and glide, that's what they call it. Yep. I mean, if you think of birds, you know, some eat meat, seed, some eat fruits and meat, seed. Some migrate, some don't. Some eat other birds. It's crazy, the variety of birds. And the distances these little things cover is just mind-blowing. Yeah, birds a hell of a damn design, man. There's a variation of them. You look at human beings, you know, and it's just like they're basically the same. Where you look at dogs and birds and bugs, and look at the variety you get. Spiders, arachnids, reptiles. They're having a good time right now, these birds. These birds seem like they're happy. Hear them chirping? Daisy's over there messing with the groundhog around the corner. She'll spend all day there if I don't go get her. That dog can smell like hell. Doesn't look like a dog to be like a hunting dog, but I'm telling you, this dog can smell and blow your mind. That little bird just having a good time. Wish I had a better zoom lens, you could see it better. Just running up and down that branch, chirping. Hey, bird! See, flap and glide, you see that? Birds use a lot of energy flying. That's why you see them when they get that bitter cold, they'll ruffle up and just stay still. They're experts at conserving energy. And they also go through a lot of calories. Of course, staying warm is... That's my girl. Oh, yeah. Did you get it? Did you get it, hon? Oh, yeah, huh? Did you get that woodchuck? Good girl. Good girl, honey. You know, ever since I've had Daisy, I've never have to worry about her running off and stuff. I mean, like the other night, she's looking for that woodchuck. I never had her on a leash. When I'm at home, she goes out and she knows to only stay on one side of the condos. It's crazy. It's like no trouble at all. You're gonna have to go swimming today though, Daisy. See, it's gonna get muggy. I was hoping it'd be a little drier today, but not with this moisture hanging around. I'll take Daisy down here where she can get a drink. So I'll probably take off tomorrow. I'll probably take off Sunday. I'm having a hard time leaving this time. Had a great time down here. See, it's 21, 22, 23, 24. Today's my 25th day down here. It's been really fantastic. I got a lot of stuff to do when I get back. Probably part of the reason why I haven't left yet. I want to get my upstairs bedroom redone, and I got a lot of boxes. And hey, pretty peaches. Hey, dirty. Hey, LA. How you doing? But this, to me, is like perfect weather. I hope it stays cloudy all day today. It's been a real ball buster with heat. Good girl, hon. That's a good baby, honey. That's my girl. That's my good girl, hon. This tree just keeps on ticking. Looks beautiful in the fall. Got a lot of hardwoods here, which really change the landscape when the leaves turn. Atta girl, hon. See, Daisy's all fired up. She's got a lot of spring in her step today. You get it, hon. You're feeling good today, hon. Feeling pretty good. Oh yeah, hon. Yeah, Daisy's having a good time today. She's gonna go over here and get a drink. She smells something, probably a squirrel. Yeah, I don't think you've really seen a chance when Daisy really takes off full tilt. She is fast as hell. She didn't look like she'd be, but she is. You better get a drinky, honey. Get a drinky. Yeah, there's a squirrel here. Get a drinky, hon. See a lot of deer coming down here at night. See where it's all muddy? Hey, Paul. Oh, did you? Yeah, she waits for you to catch up. That's true. That cool mud feels good on her feet. She'll lay down in it if she's hot. She's looking for that squirrel. Good girl, hon. Yeah, she's been a great dog, man. I got lucky with Daisy. like the perfect dog. I know I never had a dog like this again. I'm lucky she's young. She's only 6 years old. See, there's a squirrel that ran up that tree. You get the squirrel, hon? Huh? You kill that squirrel? I'm not really sure what Daisy is. You know, I was going to get that DNA testing, but it's just not that accurate. The hell, it's like 125. I didn't care. Look, she's going to sit in the water now, see? She cools her off. Good girl, hon. Yeah, she's a cool dog. Bye, Nellie. How you been doing, LA? See, you got another hairdo there, huh? You talked to Jim lately? Yeah, I mean, even if I knew what breed she was, you know, if I pay that and I still don't know, what good did it do? So I didn't do it. It doesn't really matter, but I'm kind of curious. My guess would be Shih Tzu and some kind of bulldog along the way. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, yeah. But you know, she's got this muscular check. She's real bow-legged, real kind of broad in the chest, and got these little rear legs. Doesn't really shed at all. Smart as a damn whip, man. You know how you see those blue tick healers, the dogs that the Amish have and the cattle herders? She's like that. She's always like looking at you, trying to figure out what it is you want her to do. It's not like a yappy little pain in the ass dog. Yeah, he went up to the Upper Peninsula to uh, rebuild that cabin that collapsed. No shit, Diane. Huh. Yeah, it's you never know on like I've got like 3 bars, which should be good. I think Verizon's system's been messed up, to tell you the truth. I mean, you know, I've been doing these lives from this area forever, and it's just not as good as it used to be. Too much Xanax? Yeah, I know people that are addicted to that. I never really realized that was that kind of addiction. I mean, I knew you could get addicted to it, but man, what a shitty life. They just lay in bed all day. Get up to go to the party store to get a bottle of pop and some chips. Yeah, Jim's a good guy. Yeah, sure is. Yeah, bit rate does matter. Yeah, you're right. You know, it's interesting on these 4K cameras, they're lowered the bit rate so you don't need to get a monster super fast SD card, which is kind of interesting. Bit rate. Hope it stays cloudy all day. I'm sick of this damn sun beating down all day long, every day. All day, every day. Hey, Okie, how you doing? I had a buddy of mine was looking through an old uh, chat. You know, he played the replay, and he said, man, is that Okie a good-looking older woman? I said, hey, man, she's not that old. Oh, are you, Beth? I'll tell you what's interesting is I've got the world's shittiest internet connection you could ask for at the hotel, but it never quits working. Super reliable. And when I'm watching Pornhub, those videos play just perfectly. Now I pay 75 bucks a month for super speed internet, and honestly, when it comes to watching websites, I like this crappy connection better than the one I'm paying up the ass for. Now, the good news is I can upload videos much quicker when I get home, but it doesn't matter like it used to, because YouTube only lets you upload one at a time. So, you know, normally after being here 3 weeks, I go home and it's like, oh God, it's going to take forever. I have everything uploaded. I don't have anything left to upload. Maybe some little bullshit clips of something, but not the main stuff that people are interested in. And that is a good feeling. I mean, I used to want to get home to upload my videos, but when I take my laptop, which I'll do from now on, this has worked out really well. This is a park. Yeah, it's a park. Look at these pretty little flowers. Now, I haven't seen too many honeybees, although it's a little early. Oh, there's a bumblebee, a baby bumblebee. See it? Now, bumblebees, they all die going into the winter. You just have the queen, and they live underground. They're actually a much better pollinator. It's a numbers game, and they're expensive, and you start over every year. Particularly around blueberries and watermelons. If you ever see like a honeybee, the apple blossoms are a piece of cake. But when you see a honeybee getting these pollinating blueberries, I mean, I've never read their mind. Oh, here's a honeybee right here. I've never read their mind, but I would say they don't like it. Their feet are getting stuck. Where the bumblebee just goes in there like a Mack truck. There's a honeybee right there. Love to know where their hive is. Yeah, Maggie, I would credit that to mental illness, to be honest with you. And I think it's because of attention deficit disorder. Oh, here's a bumblebee. Got soaking wet right here. Here's a bumblebee right here, got soaking wet. You'll be all right, hon, when it dries out, buddy. Maybe not. I think there's something else wrong with him. Yeah, you're gonna dry out, buddy. You just stay right there. You just stay right there, hon. You're gonna dry out. Yep, you will. See him right there, that bumblebee, black bumblebee? He got wet. Probably on his way out anyway. That shouldn't affect him like that, just getting wet. Well, actually, I mean, I think I'm a decent Jeopardy player. Not great. I don't know if I could be on the show or not. I don't think I could be, honestly. There's too many things I'm weak in. If I got lucky with the categories, I may do okay, but I'm not going to consistently be good. Like when they get into like Shakespeare and some books, movies. You know, if I got the luck of the draw on things that interest me, I think I would do all good. I know I play the prosecutor where I live all the time, and she's beat me twice in 5 years. She was another all-A student that did well in college. That I tell her, what good did it do you? They just whipped your ass in Jeopardy. I'll tell you, you want to really do poorly on any recall. Eat a gummy. I swear to God, man, I've got to be the poster child for short-term memory loss when you eat a gummy. It's unbelievable. It's this bad that if I've got videos to upload, or I've got to name them, or even do simple shit like splice photos together and put music to it, I don't eat a gummy first because I'll just start messing it up, Xing out of videos before they're totally uploaded, linking the wrong title to the wrong video. I just don't do it. Hey, Alex. You know, Diane, I didn't. What I got to do, and I'm glad you brought that up because it jogged my memory. Because, you know, I tell you guys like it is. You know, I'm transparent. I tell you my bad points and my good points, and you know, this all started as just an interest in how people get where they're at and how they can't get out. But as time goes on, and I'm getting, my whole life is YouTube. I would have no life. All my friends are from YouTube, and I think that's because, you know, my whole life I just never ran into people that had similar interests to me. They think like, I've been this way my whole life. I didn't run into people that like what I do. was always like, you're always going out to the park. What are you driving around those bad neighborhoods for? It's like I never knew people. And now that I have YouTube and people like what I like, I got like friends and a social life. And it's nice. But as things have developed and it's gotten more people that, have interests that I do, I'm really starting to feel now where I gotta like do something better. Because I wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't for working girls. I really wouldn't. I mean, that's a fact. It's great that people think I'm a good guy, and I really don't do much. So what? I hand out a few envelopes, pay them a little money, and be nice to them. I mean, that's a bare minimum of like being a human. But it's gotten to the point now where I'm starting to feel guilty that I'm not doing enough, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. I'm not a social worker. I don't know shit about rehab. All I know is that these people are down in the hole, and I'd like to see them do better. And that may just be a fantasy, but I'm going to go with it. So I'm going to need help with like people's ideas. I'm talking about trained professionals. So when it backfires, I can't say that I just went into it willy-nilly. I think one of the biggest advantages I have is that I'm an unlicensed professional. That way you can't fuck with my license. Because all these think tanks, these social programs, these PhD social workers, University of Michigan, University of Detroit, Wayne State, for the last 200 years they've been doing the same shit, just barely scratching the surface of people in this dilemma. And maybe it's because they don't have enough on gas in the tank on their end to do better. But I gotta like do something better. You know what I mean? I just can't keep just like going around and what used to be just curiosity and like I don't have any good examples. Tassie's a great example, but I didn't have anything to do with that. Jesse's done a lot better. I didn't have anything to do with that. Dan's fallen off the wagon. I didn't have anything to do with that. And maybe I'll never have anything to do with it, but I sure as hell would like to like make a good faith attempt. There's actually one of the women I interviewed, and I'm not going to tell you who. It's not Becky, that I thought about taking back with me. Maybe not this trip, but the next trip, and find a rehab. And I just feel so like bad for these people. Yeah, I mean, I had a dinner with a guy last night, really giving back any way he can. And he actually said that the videos that he watches keep him clean, which I don't really understand, but I'm glad that it is. Shit luck, I'll go with it. But this, I really want to like do better. I'll tell you one thing I've learned that I didn't know. I'm not shitting you. They really do it, and I don't know of anybody that knows about it. And this needle exchange, look, these people are in suit and ties. I wonder if they're Jehovah's Witnesses. These people are in suit and ties out here on a hot, muggy summer day. So, in the needle, he does 17-hour days someday, free, all free, volunteer. Nobody knows about it. And then he goes to work the next morning for 10 hours on his feet. That says a lot. They could be Mormons. There are not a lot of Mormons around here, Oh, sorry, Cindy. Hey, Rara. So I gotta think of this. Might not be capable of it, but I'm gonna give it a try. I mean, I don't know on like a aftercare program where people could like live with a family, have support, eat dinner with normal people and normal kids and normal relationships, and like get them back into the working class, and maybe just live up in West Branch where I'm at. It doesn't get any better as far as getting out of an environment. I'm not saying that we don't have any heroin addicts, but we don't have many. Yeah, I know it is, Diane. I know. Yep. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing over there. Probably a swingers club. Daisy, it's a hot, humid day, hon. Daisy's eating some grass. It is a tough job, yeah. I just think it's got to be some out of the box thinking that I haven't thought of yet. I mean, never think of it, but I definitely need help out there. That's for sure. Sitting under this nice big tree. I don't know what dogging is. What is that? I don't think so. I never wanted kids. I'm glad I don't have any. But I like kids. I just never wanted that long-term commitment. I think it's probably from the way I was raised. I don't know. You think you have an idea why you do what you do, and I don't know. Sometimes you just do shit, good and bad, and it's a guess at best. I don't think that way when I'm down there. Like I'm thinking of them as my kids or some corny shit like that. I'm just thinking like, wow, this is fucked up. Oh, thank you, Psychosis. I mean, I just think, if you look at the comments and the people that join these chats and post comments, I mean, there's lots of people like me. The advantage I have and the luck that I've been fortunate enough to have come my way is that I can just do this all the time. Like Tassie says, with some of Tassie's slogans, all day, every day, pizza and liquor, Brazil. There's so many people that bring that up all the time, and it's based on her earlier interviews. I mean, who would have ever thought 5 years ago that I would be handing out t-shirts from quotes that Tassie made? The Dungeon on Junction. Have a good day. Holy shit, Deanna, no kidding, huh? Yeah, it's true, isn't it, Beth? Yeah, I mean, I don't really, honestly, I don't think of that. I mean, if it was, I haven't changed up the way I've been my whole life. I guess the difference is nobody knew about it. And really what I do, it's not like I'm, giving somebody $500 a week and building them a house and paying the payments under my name. It's just like the bare minimum. And I think anybody that was able to go out and do this all the time and had access to a interesting place like Detroit would do it as well. It's not unique. One thing that I really feel good about, these women love having their photos taken. It's surprising to me. Everybody but Becky. They really perk up during that time. And they're just like shocked why I would want to take their photo. And that's really fun to do. Becky, man, I got a special place for Becky. I'm not saying she's a favorite, but I've known her a while, and she's tougher than a Navy SEAL. And I know what her lifestyle's like. And it is troublesome that she doesn't want to leave it. And, it's just, I do worry about Becky. But I worry about not being able to do anything for her, and that this will have a bad ending someday. That sucks. No, I'm not changing what I'm doing, no way. I don't want any sponsors. I don't want any Patreon. I don't even want any donations for me. My YouTube's getting better and better and better. I think you all have probably figured that out, which is why I'm on my 24th day at a hotel. Because my expenses are paid now, which I never thought would happen. So this is like a big, huge jump for me. I mean, I looked at it as vacation. Really, it is a hobby. I mean, I had so much stuff up nobody watched, but that was fine with me. I'm not going to sell out for anything. I don't want to like hook up with some place, or I don't want a GoPro camera for free. I don't want a newspaper article or a TV interview. Fuck it all. Yeah, YouTube's done me a huge favor. They really have. Without YouTube, I would really be in a shit bucket, deep. Which will help you understand why there comes a point where this is my dream life. I just stay up, I fuck around the internet, I upload videos and photos. I do only what I want to do during the day. I take my dog to her favorite park. I sleep in. I drink dragon's milk. I watch Pornhub. I get to meet people that are viewers for lunch and dinner and interact with them. It's just like my dream life right here. Only worry I have is that my Astro van will quit running someday. And I don't worry about that much. Yeah, I've been doing this exact same thing my whole damn life. Yeah, I got another van. I got another one sitting in a warehouse in Atlanta. Yeah, thanks, Maggie. It's just fun to like. Yeah, it's really kind of, I get a kick out of this van that I just like feel like. That thing was $15,000 brand new, almost 400,000 miles. I have went so everywhere in that. West, Florida, Montana, you guys know what I do. It looks like an old van, which I'm fine with. Like I said, I can afford to be honest now. I don't need to bullshit anybody. I'm not trying to screw any of the girls that contact me or get to know them or be their boyfriend or sugar daddy. I don't need any money. I just can afford to like tell it like it is, and that's hard to do. And to me, that's worth everything. Yeah, that 4.3 engine, man. I shit you not, man. I've actually, if I could find a professional model of the 4.3 engine, and I'm not really into mechanical stuff that much. I think it's cool, but not like crazy over it. I would just have that 4.3. I'd like to have the engine on a stand and just have it as an ornament in my house because it's such an unbelievable engine. Doesn't burn any oil. I mean, if every manufacturer made the vehicles to the standard the Astrovan was made at, they'd all be out of business by now because no one would have needed a new car. Yeah, it's a 4.3. Yeah. Yeah, the timing chain though, I know, I've talked to people that have got 700,000 miles out of it. That timing chain, at least it's a chain and not a belt. Hey, I'm all prepared. When that thing quits running, I got AAA plus. I'm gonna take the plate off, have them tow it to a junkyard, get my junkyard where I live because that gets me a 200-mile ride home. I'm gonna have it towed to the junkyard. I'm going to get somebody to watch Daisy, and then I'm going to get a ride down to Metro Airport, and I'm going to fly to Atlanta, and I'm going to get my Toyota van and bring it back. So the reason I got that Toyota is because I don't want, you're right, this van could just die, and I don't want to be forced into buying some piece of shit because I need a vehicle right away. So that worry is over now. Right, hon? Hey, Ray. Oh, I didn't realize that. I know they used it for Blazers and some pickups. I think the S10. I don't think that engine's used for anything new. I didn't realize they put them in boats. Hey, Johnny. Yeah, you can email me at Tom Reed, R-E-E-D, 1956 at gmail.com. I'm going to come up with another email too, just because people ask about, they want copies of photos, which I'm fine with. And it just gets too lost in this Gmail that I have. So if I have one just specific to the channel, it'll be easy to like keep track of them. Oh, okay, old school. Yeah, Daisy's not really into other dogs. She'll act like she doesn't even see them if they're around. Yeah, but I'll tell you, I've had backup vehicles before. It's a pain in the ass. All of a sudden you're starting it because you're not driving it and you're insuring it. In the old days when you could get PLPD, it was no big deal. Now it's $1,000 for PLPD, whether you drive it or whether you don't. Let me give you an example. In airplane engines, let's say an IO 540, which is a 300 horsepower engine that is in a Cherokee 6, that's a 2,000 TBO to be overhauled. And if you're using it for a commercial purpose, uh, like at flight school, which they don't because that's a big engine minimum, those guys get 3,000 hours out of a IL 540 if they're renting it or whatever, and that's because it's used all the time. If you get a private guy that has that same engine, he's never making it to TBO. And that's because it's sitting around. So the more a machine is used, the better. When I look at high mileage vehicles, if they've been driven the whole time, I'm fine with it. And you can show me the maintenance records. I don't want the car that's 20 years old, that's got 8,000 miles that a grandmother rode, and that's been sitting in the garage for 10 years. You can have it. I don't want that one. I want machinery that has continuously been used. It lasts way longer. Oh, cool, Alex. Scotland. You getting any fish and chips over there, Nellie? No, yeah, that's one criticism of Michigan, and that is the insurance rates. Feeling good, hon? Feeling good today? Hey, old school. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. You know, Daisy seems to have a problem with older men. Yeah, you know, I used to fly dogs all around. I'd find dogs when I was out of town and fly them home and get them a home and all that shit. But over the years, like I guess I've gotten more sensitive to the perils of flying a pet. And there's no way in hell I'm putting Daisy in a cargo hold of an airplane or wherever the hell they put them. Man, you read these stories now, it's just like I don't want to leave Daisy in my van where I can't see it. And for years I had dogs and left the windows down or I left it running. But I guess it's just getting older, you know, you're just thinking about things different. And I don't want to leave her anywhere where I can't see the van. Yeah, I bet you they wouldn't let me carry Daisy on a plane. I bet you they wouldn't. You feeling good, hon? You feeling good today? Yeah, Seattle's nice, yep. Oh, hey, Bianca, my parents were from Connecticut. Oh, Massachusetts, that's cool. Beautiful state. Oh, okay, thanks. I'll tell you, flying's a pain in the ass now, too. I used to really enjoy flying. Myself and getting on a plane, just sitting back and looking out the window. But it's all such bullshit now. Last time I flew someplace, I didn't have anything when I got there. I had a razor in my thing. I had too big a can of shaving cream. Toothpaste was too many ounces. It's like, fuck it. Why don't you just take my whole luggage and I'll buy new stuff when I get there? Okay, Delia, have a good day. 97 degrees, forget that. I like driving on the road. Yeah, I skydived for quite a few years, actually. I was really into aviation for a big part of my life. It took me forever to get my pilot's license. I think it's because of that attention deficit disorder. I'm always starting, stopping. Skydiving, ultralights, uh, helicopters. I never was rated in a helicopter, but I rode around in them a lot. And single engine airplanes, and I love planes. But to tell you the truth, you're going to laugh at this. I actually like watching them take off and land more than flying them. It'd probably take me a couple weeks to get current again. I'd need to get my medical, which is no big deal. And then you make and then I need to get checked out, 3 takeoffs and 3 landings. I don't think it'd be a big deal. I really kind of lost interest in actually flying a plane. I can do so much shit for the money it costs to like own a plane or rent a plane. I mean, when I owned planes, it was like making a ton of money. It wasn't really a factor. But now, like, I don't want to pay all that money just to go up and buzz around and look out the window. Hey, Survivor Girl. Yeah, ultralights are cool, but they're also very dangerous. As I've said before, once you get out of a certified aircraft, something that's met federal guidelines, all bets are off. And if you think an airplane has a problem flying when the engine quits, well, these people are all dressed up. When you think an airplane has problems with the engine quits, you ought to watch an ultralight. Their glide ratio is terrible. You ever see one without an engine? They're pointed at about a 45-degree angle to keep the airspeed up. And there's not much left in the flare because there's not much mass to them. So people that lose engines in ultralights, yeah, you'll see videos where they just come down to earth like Mary Poppins. But you'll also see plenty of videos where it splatters them over the ground to a million pieces. And that's because the glide ratio is terrible. Their sink rate is like off the charts crazy. So I would like an ultralight. Believe me, I'd love to get one and go out and fly around where I live, but I know better. I don't want to end my last 10 or 15 years as a quadriplegic. The data is there. Same with motorcycles. I would love a motorcycle. But I'm not one of these guys that believes when it's my time, it's my time. I'm into risk management, odds, statistics. There's tons of years of motorcycles and what happens on them. I don't care if you're the best driver in the world. I'm not willing to take that risk. Airplanes, statistically, are a very good risk. They're very safe if you fly them in the parameters they're designed for. Skydiving is a safe activity. Flying an ultralight is not. Riding a motorcycle is not. No, a glider's different. I went in a glider ride one time. It was too boring. Now, if I lived out near the Sierra Nevadas or someplace like that, I would be into a glider. You could just go out and fly around those mountain peaks, but just to get towed up to a place like this where you get decent thermals, once a year and fly over flat farm fields just wouldn't do it for me. I couldn't wait till the damn thing was over. I'm not into balloons either. I had a friend of mine that got his license and had a couple of balloons, and I made an excuse every time he wanted to take me for a ride. Now, if I was in Africa and we were flying over herds of elephants, now we're talking. But just to fly over like flat ground, I think I'd be a nervous wreck in a balloon up there with just depending on the wind. And shit, man, I'd probably never use mine because I would never feel I was far enough away from high tension wires. You can take tandem jumps. When I first started, it was paracommanders. Basically, you had a static rip line, and they pushed you out of the airplane. The chute opened as you fell down about 20 feet. But they had a high sink rate, a lot of broken ankles, legs. Couldn't steer them for shit. Where now, you can go with a seasoned person in a tandem jump. Super safe. Oh yeah, my dad was like that. Never was in a boat, never went flying. Yeah, I think there's good money in it, but it's just boring to me. A balloon. I mean, Oki's into sailing. I think sailing's beautiful. I like the idea of it. But like I said last week, I'd rather have a 40-foot drag boat with two 850 horsepower turbine engines. Yeah, Germany's into that, yeah. There's a guy he owns a manufacturing company for fire retardant doors, like for factories, the turboprop channel. He's got his own airport there where he manufactures these doors, but look at the planes he owns. He has a cool life, man. Yeah, that was flight 255. See, I like the smell of fuel. Yeah, I get it, Okie. Yep. Yes, Cecilia Sheehan is the only person that survived that crash. Actually, I saw the photo album of all the people laying in the field. I had a connection with the coroner at the time, and it was quite remarkable. Yeah, those guys fucked up, pulled a circuit breaker, didn't have the flaps and slats extended. Basically, once they poured the fuel to that baby and headed northeast, they were taking off on 3 right probably. They were along for the ride. There was nothing that was going to get that thing over that light pole. Yeah, Moss and Dodd were the name of the pilots. Yeah, I mean, I used to when I was younger, but as I get older now and I see like something that's going to look like that, I skip it. Like, I don't want to see animals getting killed, and people in car wrecks, and motorcycle accidents. But when I was young, I was kind of like that too. You're curious, you know, it's like, but I'm not that way anymore. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you skip checklists. Yeah, frozen river, yeah. That was an icing issue. Yep. Looks like it's going to start raining like hell again. Good thing we're under a tree. I don't know if this, I'm not really sure which way the wind's blowing. It's hardly any. Got my windows down. Oh, wow, LA, wow. Oh, is that right, 6 Mile, Mary? Yeah, I remember that happened. I remember a guy that worked for me called me. Remember that Father Irish, that crooked, phony priest that stayed in America's Inn that was going around acting like he was helping people as a priest? They ended up charging him with a couple of felonies. What a scumbag. Yeah, Flight 255. One of the widows just went around trying to clear her husband's name. These girls are all dressed up, look good in dresses. Trying to clear her pilot's name, her husband pilot, but they fucked up, man. I mean, that happens. It was pilot error for sure. She's parked in a handicap spot too. Doesn't look handicapped to me. Looks pretty good from here. Yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean, she just, you know, she just loved her husband, and the guy just, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, I don't really understand clearing somebody's name once they're dead. And if that happened to me, I could give a fuck. That's why I'm alive. I want to have a half-assed, decent reputation. Once I'm dead, you can call me whatever you want. Yeah, Carter, it's Tom, T-O-M, Reed, R-E-E-D, 1956 at gmail.com. This is Barry's Let's Rent It. Party Rentals. Well, I think if they hang in here a little longer, hopefully it's going to get nice, but this looks like some pretty dark clouds coming in. I got to see if I can figure out. Oops. Yeah, Daisy, I think we better head back to the van, hon, because this is moving our way, honey. It's coming out of the west. I think we better make our way back to the van, hon, or we're going to get drenched. Oh, sorry about that, 6 Mile. What were the circumstances? Where did that happen? I almost crashed an airplane one time with my wife and her girlfriend taking out a Gaylord. I had a mag fail, and it was a hot, humid day. Density altitude was crazy. And I damn near hit a semi-truck crossing 75. I barely kept that thing in the air to West Branch. I ended up renting them a car, and we landed, waited 2 days, see if I had the balls enough to fly again. And 2 months later, I bought a Cherokee 6 because I didn't want to get close to killing myself again. Oh, really? Did he make it on the helicopter crash? It's going to rain like a bitch. And lightning, maybe. That's some pretty dark clouds. We got to get over there, hon. No, I wasn't. I remember that, though. Where those bolts snapped off and that engine came off, that DC-10. I went to a lecture. You guys see the storm cloud? Oh, it's raining like this way, honey. Come on, hon. Over this way. Come on. Come on over here, hon. Get in, hon. Hop up there. Wow. Good girl. That college degree paid off. I could tell it was going to rain. Good girl, hon. Good girl, hon. Way to haul ass, babe. Way to haul ass, girl. Good girl, yeah. Go on. Go on. Get over here. I don't know if you guys can hear me. All the party people are leaving. Party's over. Hey Mary, can you still hear me? White wedding, that's no shit. I see I'm not getting any new questions, but I think you guys can hear me. We made it, hon. The party's over. Party's over, hon. Even the party rental truck. Oh, they took the tent down. They must have said hell with it. Everybody left the party. Aww. Aw, the party's over. Oh, shoot. You're a good girl, I know, hon. Now we need one of those smart asses to say it could have been worse. One thing I wish is I could park under trees better around here. There really aren't any. Unless you park on the grass. Nice and cool out. You guys, I'm gonna start this over again because it seems stuck, but I think there's people. I'm gonna start it over again right now.